Yes, people. Welcome back to the channel. Big Stricto here, my boy D. Don't forget to like, share, hype, whatever it is that these other YouTubers tell you to do.
But do it for us. You get me?
Champions of England. Champions of England. Champions of England. What was the song we were singing? Champions, 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 champions.
Oh, yeah, champione, champione.
Ole, ole, ole. Champione, champione.
Man just needed to make sure that man big up the team because and the fan base, because I feel like because of the Champions League that dramatic final penalty shootout loss, we kind of was a little bit more not deflated but a bit more reserved in our celebrations. And then obviously after that you go to the parade and then it goes back up to hype again. You remember what you've done and achieved, and it's not easy. Semi-final would have, you gotta remember, we got final with the League Cup, won the Premier League, final with the Champions League, quarters of the FA Cup. So you're going deep in all competitions, bro. Not easy. Not easy at all. They done exceptional this season, man. They tried hard, and they've shut everyone down. They've shut everyone wrong.
You know what? You're 100% right, bro. And you know what? And for 1 second, I'm not going to say I'm not disappointed we didn't win the Champions League. And, you know, that came, penalties against arguably the best team in the world, everyone says, with PSG. And it just came down to penalties. You might argue little bits and bobs here and there. You might say if we're perhaps kept the ball better or try to attack more, than maybe, or even the penalty that I strongly still believe should have been given against the foul against Nani Madueke. But listen, we didn't get it. We didn't do it. But one thing you can definitely say is you can see improvement in the team year after year after year after year. If you want to talk about the Champions League, where we went from not being in the Champions League for 7 seasons, and we return to the Champions League, we get to the quarters, then we get to the semis, and then now we're at the final. So if you're looking at that projection, if you're looking at that trajectory, it looks like next season we have to go for it. But overall, bro, like I was at the trophy lift at Sellers Park the other day. I can tell you this right now, bro. Like everyone in that squad is a winner. Everybody wants it. I can see it in their eyes. I can see it in the celebration. We're not on Banter. Bro, Banter era's done. Banter era is well and truly over, bro. And these men have made that the possibility. I mean, people are laughing at us for losing the Champions League final. That's how much Banter era is gone. It's gone from not making Champions League, not second again, ole, whatever. Like it's gone from that to losing on pens in the Champions League. And that itself, and us fans, the fact, bro, I went to the parade yesterday. On our way there, I'm comparing it to that Tuesday night where we were confirmed champions, when we all linked up at the Emirates, En route there, it was crazy. En route there, it was crazy. I was on the train, every Arsenal fan got on, was just singing. But yesterday, it was a bit flat. I did notice that. And it's a good thing. It's a good thing because there's a desire to want more. There's a desire to get the Champions League. Like we've come far from accepting less. However, we're realistic in the goals that we want to achieve. But I did notice, but then when I got to the parade, it was the best healer for the night before. It was the best cure for the night before, because when you see Arsenal fans, when you see the vibes, you see the excitement, like at the end of the day, we're not the finished article yet, but we can see that we're heading there. And that's what I was reminded of yesterday, bro.
So fully hear that.
So get what I'm saying?
I think as well, like you said, I think like there's been a lot of myths debunked with what's happened over the last couple of months. The first myth debunked is that you see Arsenal as a club. Like, this club is probably, I know maybe not so much of a myth, but it's the most multicultural club, period.
Period, bro.
There's no club as multicultural as this club.
Maybe,
Like,
do you know, maybe PSG themselves. That's probably the only other club I can say. But definitely in England,
bro,
hell no.
in comparison, I mean, bro, like every video I'm seeing the amount of different cultures, different colors, different races, different
Everything.
everything is just there.
I'm seeing Sikhs, Muslims, Black, White, Asians, Eastern Asians, Southern Asians, Western Asians, Russians. You name it, bro. I saw all of that yesterday, bro. All of that.
Yeah, you know that's what it is. And not only that as well, like like I say, there's a few myths that have been debunked. Other myth that's been debunked is Arsenal can't perform at the highest level or can't get over the line. That myth has now been debunked. Like all of this get over the line stuff. A lot of these. This is why one thing I really wanted was to end the Rivals songs. I'm a big fan of ending Rivals songs, so I really wanted to end this European You'll Never Sing That song.
That's only you, bro. You know they're gonna go hard with that next season as well.
They go hard with it. That's
they're gonna go hard with that next season.
One thing they do know though is you can go hard with it, but this team in the next this team are young. They've got 7-8 years together solidly. If they all stick together, they're probably gonna win one in that time. You know,
of course.
Like this is a fact now. People are starting to realize, this team are this is a serious unit. So that's the other myth that's been debunked, that we can't get over the line, or that Arteta's not the man, or whatever. The other myth that I say that you talk about, like the club and stuff like that, is the owners. There's no Kroenke's out anymore. No one's thinking about the owners or anything like that. You see, the owners got to experience how big this club is. Really, yesterday, they probably looking at it thinking, this is a madness. Like these people really do show up for this club and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And the last myth that was been debunked is there's no club. I'm not going to start talking about Liverpool, Man United and all that, because I can't really gauge that, because I'm not in Liverpool or Man United. There's no club in London even comparable to Arsenal.
Come on, man. Talk to him, D. Talk to him, D.
No club comparable to this club. We win the title, and on every single platform, you can't. This is why they didn't want us to win, because you cannot hide away from videos online. That Arsenal win, you are seeing it. Furthermore, Arsenal win, you have to stream about it, because no one cares about slot out. No one cares about but you know they're meant to be signing layout. No one cares about that.
I didn't even know Slot was sacked. Imagine that.
No one cares about all that. No one cares about anything else. All you're seeing on the timeline, whether you like it or not, is Arsenal parade. Arsenal have been raving for 2 weeks straight.
Talk to him, D.
Straight, we've been raving block parties for 2 weeks straight. That's not. You tell me what club in London can do that from. I don't want to hear no other club talking about Arsenal and London again. Chelsea,
spitting facts.
Tottenham,
facts.
Furthermore, they're the two teams, because no one else really thinks they're our level. Chelsea and Tottenham. I don't want to hear nothing again. What you're seeing every single day. They had to lock off the Emirates yesterday.
How to lock it off?
They knew we can't even let people get within 100 meters of the Emirates. We can't do that again. These men have been raving whether we're in the players are not even here.
It's crazy.
The players are not even here. There's no club comparable in London to Arsenal. Period. That conversation is over. Yeah, from now on, if they even sing these songs like that, it'll be embarrassing for them.
You see that song, yeah? Let me tell you, that chant. And you know what hurt about that chant the most, yeah? We had no response. We hadn't won a league in how many years? So we just sit down and hear and take it. Now, champions of England singing that song. So they can have their You Never Sing Europe, whatever. Cool. We have something to sing now where we didn't have nothing before. Just had to sit down and take our licks. Every stadium, for Nottingham Forest, flipping Aston Villa, Chelsea, whatever. Yes, they'll still sing it, and they'll probably sing it more next season. But now we actually have a response. We are champions of England. Like, that's getting sung, bro.
And don't they always say that the Premier League is the hardest cup to the
right?
That's what they say, right? They say the Premier League is the hardest trophy to win, right?
Exactly. So we've actually got a song. We've actually got a chant to rebuttal that. Now, and I like your little segment there, D. A couple of myths have been debunked. You know that has to get over the line. But I started to hate that phrase, you know. But the one you talked about, the Cronkies, like, I think there has to be a time when we can give the Cronkies their dues. I've been at, if not all of the Cronky out protests. If they've done one I don't know about, then I don't know about it. But I've pretty much gone to all of them, yeah? Front line. You know that Mo from Simpsons? Yeah, you know, whenever there's a madness, he's front line with a bat, with a fire on it, with a fire stick on it. That's me. Front line. But credit due where credit is due, bro. Like, Josh Kroenke, he said something on his interview saying, like, until they really had control of the club, it was really hard for them to do the things they wanted to do. It was really hard for them to put the money where they wanted to put the money because they didn't have full ownership of it. And you compare that now to, like, Chelsea, for instance, yeah. And this was mad, and I get confused with the whole why Chelsea fans are getting mad at their owners and whatever thing. Bowley is spending money. These men have spent money. Half of why we was getting mad about the Cronkies was that they weren't spending money. Them man have spent 2.2 billion pounds. And their fans are still out. What more do you want? Now, Chelsea's not my problem, don't get me wrong, but what I'm trying to say is all we ever wanted was money. All we ever wanted was transfers, buy players. Stop buying leftovers and trying to put it in the microwave or put it in the oven and tell me it's fresh food. Stop doing that. You can see now Berta's coming. You know, obviously he's there to help Arteta, there to give him, you know, the support he needs in transfers and outgoings. And even outgoings have been difficult for us. I think the most expensive player we've sold is Chamberlain, like 30 mil. How many seasons ago? He's bloody on his way to retire, if not retirement. But now, if you look at the squad now, the squad is valuable to sell, even if you, for instance, if you want to sell Martinelli's fetching for at least 50, 60 plus. The Waneri, like, I don't want to sell Waneri, but if you want to sell him, he's in that region as well. Like, so everything's sort of lining up for us to operate, to sustain. Some people talking about, oh, you spent 1.1 billion pounds and da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, but that's our money. That ain't money that we've plucked out. That's our money. That's revenue. That's match day. That's everything. That's our money. No one ain't questioning where that money's come from. So the club is sustainable. We're building well. You know, we're in the right direction. We're going in the right direction, which is something we never had previously, even under the Cronkies. But now it's like the system is set up nicely for us. And I think this is the right time now for Arsenal to capitalize and even get stronger. You know, we need to get stronger now. This is time to, you see, like, Liverpool are rebuilding. They got a new manager. Man United, new manager. Chelsea, new manager. Man City, new manager. Like, this is really an opportunity for Arsenal to take a strong hold on the Premier League. And it has to start now. Sentiments aside, bro, if the Waneri is to be sold, my only issue with that isn't selling him, but how much we get for him. Because we've seen Smith Rowe. People cried about us selling Smith Rowe. I personally didn't care. I mean, He's in Haaland Academy, but if the money is right, cool, get him gone. I think like we gotta start putting sentiment aside. We gotta start doing the business of football, like outside of the pitch. We do that one right, then it takes care of itself on the pitch. This is the perfect opportunity for the Cronkies to say, you know what? All right. Everyone else's house is a bit upside down now. Ours is tidy and clean. We've got a fresh new driveway. Everything's there for us. Like, let's get the right car in there now. Let's get the right car on the driveway. Do you get what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. Like, if we do that, bro, I really think, and adding to what you said, like these man can rule for years to come. For years to come, this could be our era of dominance. I don't want to sound naive because people are going to say, well, you've only had one league title in how many years? But if you look at like where we finished, we've been competing. We've been competing. You can't deny that. Second, we've been competing. Now we are here now. Now it's time for us to really get a stronghold. And it starts with the Cronkies. It starts with Berta, the guys off the pitch.
That's the thing that you're saying. Everything you said is right. And also, I feel like, because what I just did, I was just looking as well at like what the Cronkies were saying at what point and what they actually did. One, they stuck to their word. Two, they stuck to their guns. Yeah, which is not easy to do. Like, one thing you got to give credit for is to stick and have faith and to believe in what you believe in. That ain't easy to do. But another thing that we've done, we've gone from a team that have been always like ridiculed. One, for not winning trophies, which we've debunked, but two, not having enough English players, which we've now debunked. Remember the amount of times that we fielded no English players and stuff like that, and it was always about we don't have any English players. This team now, you got Ben White, Declan Rice, Eze, Saka, Madueke, Miles Lewis-Skelly, Wanieri. These 7 English players in and around the first. Dowman. 8 English players in and around the first team title-winning squad, bro. So when you look at the project of Arsenal, not only do foreign players want to come Arsenal, but so do English players because they're given. Remember when they were saying Arteta doesn't give youth a chance?
Yep.
Remember this? Like, what's happening? You got look how many youth players you got: Skelly, Wanieri, Dowman. 3 English players coming through the ranks
who've all played a part.
All played a part, big part. You know what I'm saying? Then you got, and not only that as well, there's some of the things that he was doing that you have to look at over the course of time. David Raya for Ramsdale, the biggest upgrade you can ever find. And Ramsdale wasn't even doing so bad for us. He just needed an upgrade.
And that upgrade was mad because none of us saw that. Why is that area need an upgrade?
I'd only say the truth. My brother's the only one that saw it. My brother's been asking for Raya 2 years before that.
Crazy.
And I was just like, I don't know if you know what you're on about. Like, you even watches Brentford. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what I was on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'll give him that personally. But apart from that, then you're looking at players that he's nurtured. People like Gabriel, that nobody was even heard of like that. Saliba, when he went out on loan, everyone's saying we should have brought him back a year earlier. Well, obviously, if we're winning championships and getting to the finals of the Champions League, and Saliba's a big part of that, he obviously got it spot on, didn't he?
Yeah.
He's got it spot on. You're looking at midfielders. Do you know what I'm saying? Regardless of whether we like Zubimendi, regardless of whether we signed Gyökeres, Trossard is the best pound-for-pound signing you can get in the Premier League. There's no better pound-for-pound signing than that.
There's none.
And you're looking at Gyökeres, he's the difference maker for the title, whether people like it or not. Gyökeres scored the winning goal at Everton. He scores the first goal against Everton at home, winning goal at Everton away, gets all these crucial goals, the 2-1 up against Tottenham. These are crucial goals in crucial moments. Do you know what I'm saying? Madueke, regardless of all the crap we talk about him, it's a blatant penalty in the final where people can pretend as much as they don't want to pretend. But it's a blatant penalty in extra time that probably wins us the Champions League. He's contributed massively, or he should have been rewarded for his contribution. It didn't happen. That's the referee's decision. The referee was on foolishness. It happened. There's no point pretending that these things didn't happen. But overall, as a project, Berta, you're looking at the club and everyone at Edu, and remember when Edu left and everyone's talking about the club's falling apart. This one's leaving. That would get Berta, and he wins a title in his first season. This is Berta's first season, you know.
First season.
People forgetting that this is Berta's very first season here. Berta's first season, Yokere's first season, Zubimendi's first season. They've come in and won the league. This is their first season.
Eze's first season. Madueke's first season.
These men have come and won the league, bro. Come in and won the league. So you got to look at it now and say
Mascara's first season. Hincapie's first season.
And
that's another myth. That's another myth that needs to be debunked. That this Arsenal team and this Arsenal squad have played together for a long time. There's 7 players there that are new to this club. 7 staple players that are new to this club. Because I'm hearing, Man City's rebuild. Man City have brought in 2 players this season. Well, yeah, this season. Well, I'm thinking who they signed this season. They brought like 4 or 5 players this season.
And no, but what they did, they bought a couple in January, Semenyo and Gahey.
Right. But the whole no one's saying we're rebuilding. Literally our match day squad is half at least of new players.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get what I'm saying? So all of this, these guys have been together for a long time. Yes, there's some players that have been there for a minute. Your Salibas, your Gabbies, your Saka, Martinelli. But if you look around, who else? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, so it's a bunch of like excuses for the other teams, but these excuses aren't forwarded or afforded to us. And I'm glad we won the league.
And you know what? You're right. You say that because when you give out the example of Chelsea, it's like a spoiled kid, because this is what it is. This is the difference in having a multicultural club. It's like a spoiled kid, because let's have it right. Chelsea's in a rich area. Like this is the fact. It's in a rich area, so they've been brought up with a different mentality. When they come out their ground, they see the Thames and £1 million apartments. You come out of the Emirates and you're seeing blocks. You get it? It's 2 different viewerships when you come out the ground. So Chelsea have been spoiled, and they've been spoiled so much. They're like rich kids that are upset.
Suburban babies.
They're suburban boys, and they're rich kids that are upset because their mum's not buying them a Rolls Royce for their birthday.
No. In fact, get it right. She's buying a Wraith instead of a Phantom.
She's buying. Do you know what I'm saying? You got the new Range Rover Sport, but you want the Defender.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like they're getting the Rolls Royce. They're getting a Wraith instead of the Phantom. That kind of spoiled.
That's their situation, because the fact of the matter is they've had all the best managers in the world go to their club in the last few years. They've tried all types of stuff, and the fact of the matter is this: Arsenal have stuck to their guns and had to be really in the trenches. Chelsea ain't been in no trenches yet. Don't think that these teams that we're talking about have been in the trenches. They ain't been in the trenches, because when Tottenham were in the trenches and were in relegation battles, they won the Europa League and started rubbing it in our faces. Yeah, when they were down in the dumps, you're rubbing it in our faces when you're 17th in the league. Do you get it? Now we've won the Premier League. Yeah, when we were explaining to people the trajectory, we finished 8th, 5th, 2nd. That's trajectory. That's improvement year on year. You can't sack a manager that's competing for the title. What foolishness are you lot saying? Are you meant to sack a manager that's competing for the title every year?
A lot of them man have gone quiet, by the way. Like they might have woken up to the Champions League defeat as expected, but a lot of them went quiet. We're seeing a lot of apologies. And listen, let's even have this right as well. Being an Arteta out is never an issue. It's not an issue for me, because I was once an Arteta out. I didn't want him at the club to begin with. Do you know what I'm saying? So I have no issues with people that hold that opinion. I think my main issue is like people are denying what they see before them. When you talk about the progression that you just mentioned now, the first thing they'll do is, but this manager did this manager did that. But then when you counter the argument now, for instance, Slot being one of them, and you counter like Slot came, he won. Do I think Liverpool should have given more time? Possibly, because you can't sack a man that just won your second league trophy in 33 years. Give him time. Yeah. But then when I do mention Slot and last season, why are you talking about Liverpool? But hold on. You was using Slot as an example to why Arteta isn't working out. But now when I counter it, you don't want to hear about, and that's the issue I have, is like the constant goalpost moving. Do you get what I'm saying? The constant goalpost move. Listen, we'll have an option. We'll have an opinion, that can change based on facts and evidence.
Sorry, not to let me just cut you here quickly. Just to touch on that Slot point. I'll give a couple Premier League footballers today. Yeah. Do you know? Yeah.
No name drops. No name drops.
No. I wouldn't even do that. I wouldn't even do that to them. But watch this year. You see, in the football world, you see us. We see it as Slot got sacked. Yeah, he's having a bad season. He gone. He won the Premier League last year. He's gone. Whatever. Cool. You see, I can't say the football world. I can only just talk about these specific people. Yeah, these group of players or people that were talking and whatever, they cannot believe that Slot got sacked for Irola.
Oh, for real?
They can't, bruv. It was like, you see me, I'm seeing it as like, yeah, that every Liverpool fans wanted Slot out for time. These man are sitting there thinking, bro, how are you gonna go and sack a Premier League winner that won it last year for a guy at Bournemouth that's not proven to be win any trophies? He's done a brilliant. He goes, Slot, or these other managers can do what they did at Bournemouth because they're that good as well. That there's managers that have done those type of jobs before. Like Bournemouth have got to Europe. That's a brilliant job, bro. Don't get it twisted. But are you gonna sack a Premier League manager
winning manager?
A manager? That's how they see it. And I was thinking, is that really how you see it? Like, would you not just rather a manager that's looking like he's gonna do a better job? You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it looks like on the surface. But I do get that mindset of like, and this is the reason why I tie it to this is why I tie it to the Kroenke case. Because the Kroenke case didn't see it as Arteta, like how they gauge it on what they truly believed. They believed Arteta was going to be the next big thing, regardless. You know what I'm saying?
And
if Liverpool believed that Slot was going to be the next big thing, they gave him all the money in the world. They gave him Wirtz, Isaac, Ekitike, Kirkes, Frimpong. They gave him all of them. So they believed that he was going to be the next big thing and to take their club all the way. He wins the Premier League, and then they sack him. So did you really, how much faith do you have in your own feelings and your own decisions? Really?
Yeah, it's a mad thing. And again, it ties back to history and heritage of this club. We're not really a sacking club, bro.
We're not a sacking club.
We're not a sacking club. Like, and when I say to certain man, they're like, all right, cool, go support your Chelsea then. Like, it's not what we do. Like, but standard. Shut the fuck up about standard.
They've run out of managers to hire anyway.
Like, I can't even count how many managers Chelsea have had in my lifetime. I can't count how many managers Liverpool have had in my lifetime. Man United, you could maybe count since Fergie, Moyes, Van Gaal.
They've had loads. Mourinho. They've had interims. They've also got Carrot. They've had Fletcher.
But even them they're a lot, but they're less than these other clubs. Do you know what I'm saying?
They've had a lot.
No. It's not as much. It's not as much as the other teams. It's not as much as Chelsea, for instance. It's not as much as Liverpool, because for a long time
Liverpool. It's more than Liverpool.
No, it's less than Liverpool. Liverpool have never had a manager for 5 or 6 seasons since Klopp. They've had Roy Evans. They've had Dalglish. They've had Roy Hodgson, Houllier. What's my guy that everyone was calling Arteta? Brendan Rodgers, Klopp, Slot. They've had hella managers.
I think Man United have sacked more still.
I think Liverpool have had definitely more than. But anyway, my point being is that our heritage still stays strong. That we give people chances. Now, Emery for me was never an option, bro. Like, I won't lie to you, bro. Emery for me was never, and I know it's contradicting everything I've just said, yeah. But for me, you look at like where Emery's path, and you look at like, bro, PSG,
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna do well there. Me and you could manage PSG. Do you get what I'm saying? Me and you could manage PSG. Like I'm not like I think Emery's at the club, the kind of club he's been, like the Villas and the Villarreal and all that. Yes, you man. I see you man's comments. Yeah, are clubs that are just underneath the big clubs. I think that's where he's supposed to be, and his track record has shown that he does well at those clubs. So yeah, the Cronkies, as much as I get onto them, they have preserved some of our history,
Our ethos, bro.
our
And
ethos.
that was what I think that was probably what we underestimated. And another thing that we have that I think people have underestimated, but they're gonna have to start worrying about is one, Arteta doesn't look like he's going anywhere anytime soon. We know the Cronkies back him because through the troubled times they backed him. So why wouldn't they through the good times? And two, if he has the winning feeling, you guys, he might turn this league upside down, bro. Like, don't think he's not capable of turning this league upside down. Like, I feel like Arteta is a bit of a madman.
What do you think he'll do different next season? Because obviously he's been criticized a lot for how we won games this season. Like,
yeah,
what do you think? How do you think he'll approach next season? Do you think it will be the same sort of thing where it's, as people put it, boring football, or do you think he's going to change what has worked for him?
Well,
what do you think is going to be a bit of a mixture of?
It'll be a mixture of both, but one thing that he's shown is adaptability immediately. So every year I've seen him go from try to dominate the ball and play like Pep, to try to be a transition manager, to now being like what we are now, which is just a robotic machine, which is we just know what we're going to do. We're just solid and we can just make things happen from anywhere. We don't rely on one player to play this game. So he's going to stick with that and add in the crystals and the dust. And the reason why I say that is I know what he's going to do. When you look at the players that we're linked with, and people are saying things like they don't want Mbappe and stuff like that, you buy an Mbappe on top of this team, it sprinkles that dust. That is as simple as that. You bring in a Tonali in the midfield with Declan Rice. That's a very different midfield on top of it's already controlling. We're already on top of teams already and giving them ag. Are you going to add a Tonali in there with Declan? That's a bit of an issue for a lot of teams. You bring in people like that. I'm all looking at it like we might as well just go and get Konate on a free.
I'm
seeing that. I'm saying you wanna go on, because you see what we
that there's a statement.
You see what we used to do, bro. You know what we used to do, yeah? When we were in the dumps or when we were in troubled times, people always used to not take advantage, but push us down further because you want to kill your rivals.
Not even we want to. This word's hard for me to say. Let me slow down. Humiliate.
You want to humiliate all this 8-2 foolishness that Man United did. You think Alex Ferguson's taking his foot off the gas at half time? All of this foolishness, all that 10-2 on aggregate to Bayern Munich, they were battering us, embarrassing us in the history books. You understand? Van Persie leaving 30 million after we just got 30-something goals. Do you get me? Because he like all of that foolishness, Ashley Cole, all of that. Listen, you see now that you got players that want to leave teams and I've got top teams, go and you need them, go get them. Or put a bid in and show rivals that, you know what, this ain't no nicey business. This is purely about us improving our team.
We mean business. I mean, the profit this season that we've made, obviously Champions League final, winning the league and all of that, the amount of times we got played on TV this season across multiple networks, we've got so much, and then outgoing players as well. Where for you, like, and obviously you said central midfield and stuff like, but is there any other areas like you would improve right now?
Yeah, there's a couple.
I know you're gonna say probably the left-hand side.
Left, I think we all kind of gauge that. We all know
Yeah,
the
but
left-hand side.
is there anyone in particular on that left-hand side?
Mbappe.
Do you know what? I'm not buying Mbappe. I'm sorry. And listen, I know he's Mbappe. He's Mbappe, yeah. But everywhere he's gone, yeah, he sets it on fire, bro. Like there's nowhere where he's gone where like,
Well, Mbappe
like people haven't wanted him out. He's at PSG. The fans want him out. PSG, as soon as he goes to PSG, he leaves PSG. PSG are winning what 2 Champions League now, yeah. Where they've tried previously with him, Messi, Neymar, and you name it. Then he's at Real Madrid, top of the top, the team that are used to winning stuff every season. They can't get their hands on anything. Fans want him out. There's a reason, bro. Like thing with Mbappe, yeah. He is such a machine that it takes away from a team build-up. He's such a solo machine. It takes away from everyone else. And look, football's a game where everyone wants their flowers, especially collectively as a team. You hear about how we defend as a team and how we're a unit and, you know, everyone's dying on the line for each other. I don't quite get that with Mbappe. And I just think he comes in, he's going to destroy everything we've built in terms of chemistry. Now, I might be wrong, but I'm only going by his past record. Yeah. He's gonna come there, he's gonna demand the highest wages. Yeah. I don't imagine him.
Do you think he deserves to demand the highest wages?
Remember, I told you I don't care about the money part. But the reason why I mention it because it's going to be so far much more than
He's so much better than everybody. Like, bro, listen, let me explain something to you about Mbappe, which is the part that I'm not really sure why people keep saying the same thing. People keep worrying about something that hasn't happened yet. So obviously you have to try and plan for certain things. Yeah. But one thing that we can guarantee, yeah, that we do know is Mbappe scores 30 to 40 goals every year. That's a lot of goals, bro. Mbappe is, if he's playing properly, is the best player in the world, bar none. Mbappe is if he plays on a normal day, if everyone played at their absolute best, he's the best player in the world.
So what do you think Mbappe comes to Arsenal and bangs 30 goals?
Easy.
Then why Gyökeres done it?
Easy. Mbappe, are you comparing the two?
No, but I mean, you just said, sorry.
Mbappe will be on the left.
Mbappe is someone that scores 30 goals. Gyökeres was the same prior to his move to Arsenal. And I know the two.
Gyökeres is doing it at Sporting Lisbon. Mbappe's doing it at Real Madrid, bro. Come on, man. What are we saying? Mbappe, yeah, is a terrorist of a footballer. He's the only person that can compete with the greats in any generation in so far. There's no one that can compete with the greats.
I'm not against.
I'm not against it. Compete with the greats, bro.
Actually, no, I am against it. I am flat out against it.
Let me tell you something as well. Yeah, Mbappe is one of them people that everyone, like, you always have something to say about him. One, he always delivers. Two, he's always gonna do what he's supposed to do. He's not a player.
What was he delivered?
The World Cup at 18, a hat-trick in the World Cup final 4 years later.
I don't support France. I'm not French. Talk club football.
You said what has he delivered?
Yeah, what has he delivered? Club football.
What do you mean? They won the league, bro.
What has he delivered?
He's won leagues. He's won leagues everywhere he's gone.
PSG.
They won the league.
Yeah, but he didn't deliver what PSG wanted.
Well, the only thing he hasn't won is the Champions League. And
then Real Madrid. What did he deliver at Real Madrid?
Bro, he hasn't won the Champions League. I understand your point, but the fact of the matter is,
I'll argue and say, yeah, Madrid are worse. Madrid are worse with Mbappe. Go on.
We haven't won the Champions League.
No, we haven't.
Yeah, so it's not like you're saying, oh yeah, what is he gonna go and make us do something that we've already done? We have to find something to be the difference. If Mbappe plays for Arsenal against PSG, I can almost guarantee we probably win that game. That's a fact. If he plays in that final, yeah, instead of Trossard, I can almost guarantee with the base that we have and with the players and Saka on one side and Declan Rice, I can almost guarantee we win that game, bro. We're not only relying on Saka and Madueke to make things happen. Mbappe is terrorizing
I'm not.
Hakimi, bro.
Listen, I hear it. I know he's capable
I'm
of doing
telling
it.
you, he's
I know
terrorizing
he's
Hakimi, bro.
capable of doing it, but I just think there's just so much more that comes with this guy, bro. And the ethos, like you said earlier, that we've taken how
I've got
many
faith in Arteta dealing with all that,
years
man.
to build.
Arteta's not going to take Mbappe's
No,
nonsense.
but the thing is, is you just don't want that circus, bro.
You do.
You don't want the circus. Like
You do.
Arteta,
You went
Arteta,
to the parade. You like the parade, right?
I like the parade, of course.
That's a circus.
I was there before Mbappe got there. Do you know what I'm saying?
And with Mbappe, there'll be another circus, bro. You think if we sign Mbappe, there's not going to be a circus? You think you can sign the best player in the world or a superstar talent and there's no circus? That doesn't exist.
You know, I rather he goes to flipping Chelsea.
You'd rather him go to a different
honestly,
team.
Those clubs there, they're used to bullshit, bro. They're used to bullshit.
Bro. You don't want Chelsea getting Mbappe and playing against us, bro. Trust
me. I've seen Chelsea get the best players, and what was we told was the best players.
What best player did they get that was similar to Mbappe? No one.
You don't think? No, not to the level. Not to the level of. Well, I'm talking about in terms of chaos. Like there's a chaos that comes with Mbappe. Clubs like Chelsea are used to that.
Like who? Very rarely do anyone like Mbappe.
Enzo was supposed to be some ball blazer. I know it's not the same key. It's not in the same key. But hold on a second. But these guys will come out and say things like, "Oh yeah, Real Madrid, I want to go." Bruv, I don't want any of this bullshit.
But the good thing is Mbappe's already been Real Madrid, so he doesn't have to now look for that same circus again. He now can look for.
But the circus follows him, bro.
Nah, man, we need that circus.
Nah, we don't need it, bro. We don't need it. Like I would argue it differently.
Yeah.
I would argue it differently if we hadn't won the league. And I'm like, you know what? I want to see. Yeah, let's just try it. Let's just win. But we've won the league without a circus, bro. We don't need it, bro. Like you already know what this club. You already know how we get the heat already. From media, from rival. Any little something is going to be magnified by 100 times.
We need that.
Now, how can you say we need that? Why do you need that? We've never been. We just spoke about how the history of our club and how we've run things. We've never done that. We've had world-class players at Arsenal. Yeah,
Mbappe's never. What people keep saying about him, as if to say like he's like a guy that's always in these mad issues and problems. He's not in any problems. He just gets reported on because he's the best player in the world. He's not in what problems and issues is he in?
Messi don't get this stuff. There's many players that
Messi does get that stuff. People talk about Messi not talking to them in training and not communicating.
That's football related, bruv. Mbappe relationships, man's out with a tranny and brother.
What's that got to do with it?
Bro, all these things, at Arsenal, gets magnified 20 million times, bro, and you know it. And you know it. Bro, and you know it, fam. I don't think there's a couple things I could defend, but there's other things that I'm not a good defender there, bro. I'm not a good defender there, bro. Listen, the Chinese thing, if that's you know what I'm saying, that's none of my business like that. But I'm talking about what comes with that. Do you know what I'm saying? And if it's Arsenal, bro, and if it's Arsenal, oh my days, bro. Oh my days.
I hear
we don't get away with what most. All right, cool. Where was he at when that happened? Was that PSG? I think he was at PSG when the whole Chinese talk started, Now, obviously, we're not in France, so we're not really privy to the extent of how that might have gone round in Paris and whatever not. But cuz, this. If he's seen with someone that has an Adam's apple, bro.
Yeah, it's a lot going on.
As an Arsenal player.
It's a lot going on.
Bro, Adam's apple.
There's a lot going on, bro. There's a lot going on.
Bro, I'd rather not. That's what I'm saying. It's a circus, bro. Like, there's just so much things that come with that just comes with Mbappe outside of the football. No one's denying he's not a world-class player. I've never once said he's not a world-class player. I think he is. Some of the achievements, like by the age of 24, is more or less won World Cups. Cool. It's just what comes with it, bro.
But you know what I would say as well, yeah, is now that a lot of the rivals are, one, they're going through changes, but two, so for example, Man City, who is the biggest issue in the Premier League for the last few years, Rodri wants to leave, Bernardo Silva's leaving, Diaz kind of wants to leave because they've proved all they've had to prove. Pep's obviously going, and a lot of his backroom team will probably go as well. It's like, you know what? We've proven everything we have to prove here. We don't know what's going on with the charges. We all assume that there's a big issue coming because of that's why everyone's leaving. There's a lot going on. Tories leaving, the backroom staff leaving, everyone's leaving. Yeah, cool. Now's the time when you step your foot on the gas. That's how I see it. The Kroenkes said to you to get excited, didn't they?
Yeah, he said to me,
get excited.
Get even more excited. He said.
Get more excited, right? So getting more excited doesn't mean, and I'm with all due respect to any player that I mentioned, get more excited doesn't mean going and signing a Madueke level player on the left wing. It doesn't mean that. With all due respect to Madueke, big him up because he's one of our spot. It doesn't mean that. Get more excited doesn't mean going to buy another Mosquera or Hincapié. Doesn't mean that. What does get more excited mean to you? Tell me a player that says get more excited. What does that mean? Tell me someone.
Yeah, something big. Something
Mbappe.
big.
Mbappe.
Something big's happening.
But when he says Mbappe is signing for Arsenal, it will trounce what Declan Rice signing was in terms of the hype around it. Because Declan Rice was my favorite one. It will trounce the Eze, let it all work out and all that. The Mbappe one will trounce all of that, and it will make this conversation that we're having. You will start thinking, you know what? What if he does score 40 goals? I guarantee you'll start thinking new things.
I think for Mbappe to work, yeah, I think we do need to have a few more. I don't think it's just what we have now. I think there needs to be a few more signings to accompany it. I think Mbappe is not the full dinner. He's like the dessert. Do you get what I'm saying? It's got to be something before it. You know, like our midfield, for instance, like this season, we haven't been too creative. Eze, Odegaard, the captain. Like, I think for any flipping forward to work at Arsenal, in the levels that you're talking about, 30 goals, 40 goals, we need to have a De Bruyne. For every Haaland, there needs to be a De Bruyne. For every Aguero, there needs to be a David Silva. You know what I'm saying? It's just sort of like how it goes. And listen, as much as I love Odegaard, and I'm not even saying sell Odegaard, but I'm saying bring someone else in. Yeah. Do you know, and if you have to sell him, like I said, I'm not really on the sentiment stuff, but if you have to sell him, do it. But bring me somebody that's above him, someone who's creating, someone who's their main task every game, their main mission every game is give me the ball, let me make something happen. If not for me, for other players in and around me. That's the kind of players that I want. And I think that's what a player like that might make Gyökeres that steps better. Might, if we bring in the Mbappes like you want, might push Mbappe. I don't think Mbappe comes in this team, in this style that we've got, and he's bagging 30 goals, 40 goals.
Easy.
I don't see it. I don't see what he does different.
To who? To Trossard?
I don't, in terms of our whole system, I just don't see what he does different.
He rips the Premier League to shreds, bro. I promise you. He rips these men to pieces.
Which is, I'm not arguing it, but I'm saying it's almost like you're saying he can single-handedly do that. I've watched Mbappe play. That's Mbappe relies a lot.
No, he doesn't. What Argentina against France in the World Cup final? He did it. Look at
that team. That's not just him. Who's putting them balls in for him?
But he's the one that's taking it by the scruff of his neck. Taking the
at least there's a big help for him now. Now at least he's coming to the French team. Bro, that's what I'm saying. Like, I just think it's almost like comic superhero type level. Like we're putting this guy on like the pedestal. Like soon as he comes, he saves the day. The city, you know, the old lady who's getting mugged. He's coming there, giving her back her bag from the thief. Like I don't see him like that.
So what level do you think? What level do you think he is? Then give me a.
No, I do think he's a great level player. Like, I'm not even denying.
We got a player as good as Mbappe in our squad.
We don't, but I don't think it's as easy as Mbappe comes. Boom, 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 boom. I think we still need to make a few more signings to complement it.
Yeah, but anyway, that's the same with anyone.
You know, we still need a few more signings. But me generally, if you ask me, would I want Mbappe? No. That's not a signing I'm making. I want Yildiz. I want Yildiz. I want who else do I want? I want Yildiz. I want
you don't want a 40 goal a season.
I don't want Rafael Leao is another one. I don't want that guy.
Rafael Leao is not Mbappe, bro. This is
I'm just saying these like these dudes, bro, like who have this, especially Leao, because Leao's mind, like he is that dude. But the numbers don't really show that, and I'm seeing him getting pushed and linked to Arsenal. I don't want him, bro. I don't want him. If you can't kill it in Italy, you're definitely gonna struggle here.
But Mbappe, but you're talking about numbers and all that now. Mbappe killed it in France. He killed it twice in France, Monaco and PSG, and killed it in Spain, and killed it the World Cup. But you don't want him. And now you're comparing Leao.
I don't want, like I said, with Mbappe.
If Mbappe was at AC Milan, instead of Leao, he'd score 30 goals a season.
Possibly, but then, like I said, there's the whole Adam Apple stuff that I ain't trying to get bantered for something I ain't done. You get me?
I hear your thing.
You get what I'm saying? That there is mad. Like again, I have to stress. Love who you love, innit? But it's not even that. There's many of other like things I've seen on him. I'm just like, yeah, great player. And he knows he's a great player. You know, I suppose that's what comes with great players, innit? But sometimes you just need to play football, bro. But he can't help it. He's Mbappe. He can't help it. He is who he is. The spotlight's on him. Do you get what I'm saying? But there are other world-class players who do what, like Michael Elise, for instance. Great player. Keeps his head down, keeps it football.
What do you mean keeps his head down, keeps it football?
Keeps his head down, keeps it football.
What's Elise done to get this credit like this, man? This is mad.
Let's not go there, bro. Improved Bayern Munich in their transition phase.
Improved Bayern Munich. Harry Kane
by a country mile. Improved France again in transition period by a country. Walks into any team. In the world.
How does he walk into any team?
Walks into Arsenal. Walks into Liverpool.
Who walks into Arsenal?
Elise.
Ahead of Saka.
What are we talking about?
You tell me you're joking, bro. Please.
Elise walks into any team.
Over Saka.
Bro. I'm not gonna start, bro.
Come on, bro.
Elise walks into
not today, bro.
Elise walks into any team, bro. I'm sorry to say it.
Not today.
I'm sorry to say it, bro. Walks into Man United, walks into Liverpool.
Bro, don't skip Saka.
I ain't skipped it. I said I didn't start. I heard you, bro. I didn't start.
You put Saka on the bench and start Elise, bro.
Bro.
Elise. So he goes to Bayern Munich, the easiest league in the world. Yeah. And
you're just talking about Mbappe. He's played in two arguably easy leagues, bro.
Spain's harder than Germany.
What are we saying here? Spain is two clubs.
How is it? You got Atletico Madrid and all that as well. What are you talking about?
When's the last time Atletico did something? Spain is two clubs. Atletico
Madrid got to the semi-final of the Champions League, bro. We played them.
Spain is two clubs. Let's not kid ourselves, bro. Both farmer leagues, bro. Elise proved himself here at less than a mid-table team.
How did he prove himself here?
How do you think he got his move to Bayern Munich?
Bro, did Elise do more than Eze at Crystal Palace? Who done more?
I got to check the numbers.
Eze
But
done more than Elise, didn't he?
Elise was cooking. Elise was cooking. But Elise starts for France. There's no denying.
If Saka's French, he starts.
Listen, I'm not even trying to diminish Saka's here. It's for me, yeah. For me, I like Michael Elise, bro. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, he's a good player.
Simple as that.
He's a good player, but you're getting too excited. You're getting too mad. You're going too mad. You're going too mad. It's like Luis Diaz. Is Luis Diaz all of a sudden the best ever?
But that's different, though. That's different.
What was the difference? Luis Diaz is killing it as well. What's the difference?
That's different. He's not
Why
killing
is it
it.
different?
He's not killing it, first of all. No, he's not killing it.
Luis Diaz.
He's not killing it. He's all right. He's not killing it. He's all right. He's not killing it.
Come on, bro. Come on, man. He's not like Harry Kane. Harry Kane that was producing in England at the highest level, then goes to Premier League and stays at the same level. Harry Kane was doing this in England. It's the same thing.
World-class player. Can do it in England, can do it everywhere.
Is Luis Diaz world-class now?
No, he's not.
But Elise is.
I think Elise is on his way to world-class. That's the thing. I don't think he's world-class yet. But he's nearer to world-class than Saka, in my opinion.
Saka's not world-class to you?
Not yet. Not yet.
Oh shit! So come on, bro, man. You had too many flares too much flares at the parade, man. What's going on here, bro, man? What's happening here, bro? What's wrong with you, man?
Not yet, man. Not yet.
Flares, man.
He's not far. He's not far off it.
Flares, man.
He's not far off it.
Oh, but he's not far off it, man. Come on, bro. So Elise goes to Bayern Munich, is closer to world class than Saka, who's been.
No, but Elise is not only just doing it in the league; he's also doing it international.
Saka just got to the what, and Saka's not.
No, I'm not saying that. I think you're trying to make it a Saka versus Elise.
I didn't say that. You said to me.
I just said he walks into any team. If Saka's there, then cool. But it doesn't mean Saka's shit. It's my opinion. It's my personal preference. I like Michael Elise. Free kicks. Take. Come on, man. What are we doing here?
What are you doing here?
What are you doing here? What are we doing here, bro?
What are you doing here? And why are you turning it into something else? Like we're having a normal conversation. Why have you always got to turn it somewhere else, bro?
All right, you know what? Let's even move. Let's move past that. All right, so we've talked. So next season expectations. What are we expecting next season?
I want.
What do you want next season?
So what I want is I want to retain the Premier League first time back to back. We've never done that before.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get that out of the way. And it's not really so much about next year. I know we're going to take it a season at a time, but what I want, I believe, if we can really step on the gas and kind of really sign some players now and push forward with it, I feel like we can really challenge 3 out of 5 of the years. We can win 3 out of 5 in the next 5 years. That's what I'm looking for Arteta. The first though is tie Arteta down to a longer contract. That's the first thing we got to do.
That's controversial, you know.
That's what we got to do. That's the first thing we got to do. We got to say, you know what? Give him the reins to just say, you know what? Go be yourself. We stuck by him for 7 years. We might as well stick by him and carry on stick by him. We know we can do it now. So we might as well tie him down and say, listen, you got free reign for the next 3 years. Be free. Go do what you're doing and enjoy your time here. Because you proved your point. We stuck by you and you proved your worth. So you got time now. You've bought yourself a lot of time, a hell of a lot of time. This is not a slot situation. You come in.
Would you say time or would you say credit?
He's bought himself a lot of time. Like Slot came in, put them up to here, had a bad season. If Arteta has a bad season next year, I don't think everyone's gonna be calling for his head. And even if they are, he ain't gonna get sacked.
All right. So for you, next season is retain the Premier League. I agree with you on that. And then
that's it for me.
Anything else?
Everything else is a bonus. Everything else is a bonus. After the parade and stuff, everyone was talking about how they want the double and this and that. We never won it before. As far as I'm concerned, let's just go for the Premier League again. And let's just try and create a period of dominance and give everyone a hard time. That's what I want. I want everyone to have
at some point we have to address our European Cup failures. But
I wouldn't quite say it's failures. Like we got beaten.
No, not like over the. I'm not just talking about 2 days ago. I'm just talking about the history of the club. At
It's
some
changing.
point,
It's changing though.
we
It's our
have
first
to address
final.
it.
It's our first final since then.
All right, so let me pose this to you. So let's say next season we don't retain the Premier League for whatever reason, yeah, and we only get a Champions League.
Win.
Yeah.
That's brilliant season.
So okay, so you're not really fussed on that point then, on having to
No,
retain.
that's a sensational season.
No, because you were saying everything else is a bonus, that the Premier League is the staple.
Everything else is a bonus, but but it's a big bonus. Sometimes your bonus can be higher than your wage. You know what I'm saying? That's a big bonus, bro. Like some people have standard wages and they might have a massive bonus at the end. That's a big bonus, bro. Like it's a big commission. I'll take that big commission. And only one thing I'm actually worried about though is all of our players are going to the World Cup. All of them. Practically all of them, apart from maybe MLS or whatever, but all of them are going and they're all key players of their teams, apart from maybe Raya, and I'm sure Saliba will be now, apart from Raya. It's probably the only one that's not going to play every game, but the rest of them are going to be playing consistently. So the only thing I'm worried about is coming back at the beginning of the season, August, a lot of them are going to be having rest. You know, after international tournament, most of the players, they don't really play the first 2 or 3 weeks. You know, that normally kind of happens, isn't it? That's the only thing I'm kind of overthinking a little bit, which is like for the first 2 or so game weeks, 2-3 game weeks, Saka, Rice, Gabriel, them guys might not really be playing as much. We could fall behind in the title race immediately. That's the only thing that I've been thinking recently, because this season we've been fairly fortunate with our injuries in terms of Declan, Saliba. I know Gabriel's had a few, but Raya, we've been a bit fortunate with the base of Saliba, Gabriel, Declan, Raya, that middle, that bit spine there. So I'm just a little bit worried about the fatigue and the break.
I worry about it too, but I think that goes for most clubs. I know obviously our players has played more minutes than most players, most clubs. So I do worry about that as well. But I think, like I said, most teams or most clubs in top flight football have players who will be at the World Cup, who are most likely to get to the latest.
Not so much in the Premier League, I don't feel though. Like you go through your team, Chelsea, there's a lot of them not playing. Colwell will come back after his injury.
Ain't Colwell in the squad for England?
I don't think so. Can't be. He's injured. He got injured for the whole season.
I'm pretty sure Colwell's in the squad.
Can't be, bro.
I'm pretty sure Colwell's in the squad. But yeah, if you want to run through the team,
Palmer's
not, but Palmer's arse anyway, so no problem.
Delap's not in it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them. I know
he's arse as well. He's arse, no problem. Pedro, he's also arse, no problem. But I think everyone's gonna have that issue. Like most of the top clubs.
Yeah, but they're not retaining the Premier League. Like I'm trying to retain it.
But that's what I was saying. That's what we have to recruit very well this summer. Yes, I know the opening games. Hopefully, it's not like how they done us last season, where it was like 6 of the toughest games you could ask for, 6 opening tough games. Hopefully, it's not that. Hopefully, it's spread a bit. Do you get what I'm saying? Where you get maybe a newly promoted Hull at home first game, and then I don't know, maybe Crystal Palace away, like them kind of things. Like I don't mind it that way. It can't be Man United flipping Liverpool, nah. But I do think like we can retain. But I think, speaking to my brethren who booked his flight for Budapest as early as the Champions League draws were made, I never really thought about the Champions League. I'm not gonna lie to you. He bought his flight ticket for like £67 return early. But now having the flavor and the taste, the taste of it, and seeing how we've progressed each season, I slightly want the Champions League addressed next season. I want that to be something that we actually get collect. I want us to collect that next season. And we've had a phenomenal season this season. We've enjoyed the season. We're champions of England, and the expectation level has now increased. The appetite is increased. Do you get what I'm saying? Because of what we've done and how we've done it. So there's no denying that we as fans should hopefully want to see a Champions League. I mean, not hopefully. We want to see a Champions League. The league, of course, is always the first one. Why not retain the league? But me personally, I would love a Champions League. I would love a Champions League. The taste of it. I've had a taste of the final. If you think about the last time, 2006, and then from then, our team started crumbling. Like the Henri's left, the spine of the team left. But this time around, we've still got players there that are going to be there for a minute, and then we can add to it, give us a better chance. So I think, yeah, I'm thirsty for the Champions League, bro. I'm thirsty for it.
Oh, I hear that, and you have a right to be, because as much as we've stuck by our tech and done all these things, we do still pay the highest season tickets in Europe. We still pay the highest match day prices. These are facts. So to be charging those prices means you have to be winning and competing for the biggest trophies in the world. So you're right to demand that. You know what I'm saying? You're right to want to win those big trophies. You go every single game. You've been going for years. You go to the parade. You're spending money. You've traveled all around Europe. You know what I'm saying? You're one of the people that people like to talk a lot about match going fans and people that sit at home fans. And of course, everyone's a fan, but there's no experience like traveling and spending your hard-earned cash that you made to go away and follow this club. It's not an easy thing to do, and people need to understand and realize how hard it is to go and not be winning for years and getting embarrassed all around the world, and to finally get the Premier League. And in that time, you spent over £100,000. Do you know what I'm saying? Like following the club all around the world, bro. Like time,
getting in late,
or getting in. Like people don't realize a lot of the time that people don't realize. There's a lot of like, you might watch an interview and I'm sitting at home and I watch your vlog, or watch this, or if I go to the game, I'm at the game. But if I'm not, that vlog that you've put in, where you've edited, you put it out, people don't know that the train got delayed and you got in at 6 a.m. You got
a school run in like an hour. You get what I mean?
Arguments with your girl because you're following Arsenal too much. You're ill, but you got these are real things for these match going fans, bro. Like my bedrooms, like some of my bedrooms, like the away fans. These are the hardcore away fans. Some of them are my friends. Big up Dylan, big up Positive Dan as well. Big up Charlie, big up all of these guys, bro. That Dylan White. These man all go away every single game. Yeah, them man. Like I was with Charlie Monday. Tuesday, he's going out to Budapest.
See?
James, big up my boy James. I'm not going Budapest Tuesday. You get me? I ain't seen them all week. Come back yesterday. Then big up Charlie. This is how mad these away fans are. This is how much you've got to do where you don't think about it. When I'm chatting to him day to day, he's already, for him to get a flight and stuff like that, he booked Barcelona because he had to predict that Barcelona were going to beat Atletico Madrid. So he's paid for all these flights and hotels to go Barcelona just to make sure he gets a ticket.
He's gambling.
He have to. You won't get it.
Yeah.
Lost all that money to go Barcelona because Real Madrid won. I mean, Atletico Madrid won. So now he's down to Madrid. Do you get me?
People don't see.
You're out there all the time. People don't see how much. You go to
time
games
and bread,
bro. The blood, sweat, and tears of coming home. Like Arsenal ruins your day and your weekend. So you go to a game, you had a bad game, you play badly, and what people don't realize a lot of the time at games is, a lot of the time we're not just angry about like the game you lost or whatever. Bruv, man's vexed because I saw 3 players walk down the tunnel and didn't come say goodbye to the fans. Are you mad? Do you know what I'm saying? Like there's bare of that you get irritated by a lot of stuff that people just can't see. You know what I'm saying? When these players just decides, he's not gonna.
It's mad, yeah. I made this point on Dan Potts' channel years ago. and a certain Andrew got upset, got upset, got upset by it.
Who's Andrew?
Oh, you don't know Andrew?
No,
Some
who's that?
benefit, some Benfica fan anyway.
Some Benfica. Is that you must be talking about North Side, innit? Who's talking this guy? Was he at the
Yeah,
parade? Was he at the parade?
was he at the parade?
He wasn't at the parade, was he?
Was he at the parade?
You smiling? Why you got 10 teeth?
I don't know.
Why you got 10 teeth at?
bro. There's like a million
Yeah.
people there. He might have been one of the. But to be fair, he said he didn't want to. He didn't want to come down because of his ex-girlfriend and I don't know, his ex-boyfriend, whatever he's got going on over there. But he got upset. The point I was making is when you go to games, you see things that people don't see on TV. That's just factual.
Yeah, blatantly.
That's factual. That's not.
Blatantly.
That's not. Oh, you don't go to games, so you can't talk. Bruv, there's nothing anyone who watches the game on TV could tell me. For instance, I spoke to my brethren who was at Budapest, and he was saying to me, "Bro, was it a penalty? Was Madueke's a penalty?" Now he's at the game, and he can't see that because he doesn't have the hindsight of us watching it on TV. But there's other things we don't have the hindsight of because he's, TV ain't showing it. Like remember Mesut Ozil used to get he doesn't track back and until you see him in real life watching the game with your own two eyes in the stands. You see the amount of running this guy does. But on TV, it's a different narrative. That's what I'm saying. Like when you go to games, it's different. Your time, your bread, there's a lot of things the setup is different to people who watch it on TV. It's factual. Do you get what I'm saying?
The biggest person that is. There's two that don't look good on TV, but in real life they look sensational. It's Odegaard and Trossard. You see, Odegaard, what you don't realize what you see on TV, you don't realize how much he doesn't hide. Like
that's a fact.
In real life, he's like the only one that goes to the ball, gets the ball every minute.
He's always showing. He's showing.
You can't see it in real life how much of a captain he is. You realize how much the play goes through him when you watch it, because the players are always looking for where Odegaard is. Like they naturally just look through him. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? And you gotta see it in real life to see the play, like where Raya's looking to pass to who to find Odegaard, the little what build up beforehand. So there's a lot, even to the fact of the narrative of Arteta being a madman on the sideline. Bro, have you seen Unai Emery in the flesh? Man ain't seen Unai Emery in the flesh, because if they've seen Unai Emery in the flesh, they'll know Arteta is not a madman compared to Emery. Emery's a psychopath. Do you get me? There's a lot of people on the sideline that are nuts that you don't see.
TV don't show it. But again, that's the point you're making is like there's a lot that you don't see when you're not at the games. There's a lot. It's obvious. Do you get what I'm saying? You view the game. I actually remember the first time I went to. So the first time I went to watch Arsenal was Wimbledon against Arsenal in Selhurst Park. 97, 98 season, maybe it's 96, 97 season, something like that. And then the first proper 90, because I snuck into that game, but the first proper 90 minutes game I watched was like, I think 1999. And you're sat there watching football and you're like, I don't know if I like this. I don't know if I prefer this to watching it at home. Like you miss one thing. Remember, this is before like most grounds had replays they had TV screens before social media. So you have to rely on match of the day to tell you what happened, whether it was a red card, penalty, offside, or whatever. Yeah. So the experience is different. Like you're watching with your eyes, you blink, you miss something, you ain't seen it again till match of the day. So the experience of football is different. As you keep going, you start getting immune to actually watch with your eyes, getting to analyze better, getting to read the game. Again, depending on where you sit. Again, you could be at the game, D. Yeah, you get a game, but depending on where you sit, you see the game different.
See the game different.
Do you know what I'm saying? If you're sat behind the goal, your perspective of football is different to the man sitting halfway line.
100%. 100%, bro. And I think people need to give a bit more credit to, as much as everyone is a real fan, and obviously there's a lot of people that are not in England, so they can't go to games, and we understand that you can still be a diehard fan.
Of course.
But there is no fan comparable to the people that are spending
supporters
extra and the money.
They're the supporters.
There's no comparison to people that are spending the amount of money.
And this is where no one can't chat to me. And this ain't trying to be like boasty or anything. Yeah. And like you rightly say, there's people that love the club. I'm not even denying. It's probably people that love the club more than I do. That I've never been to a game. People that love the club that haven't maybe possibly been able to put money in their pocket to. I get all of that, and I'm not even at those people. But when someone's trying to come at me for what I do, for me going to games, I remember someone, again, this Andrew guy, and his love for me for some reason. But he dashed his season ticket. Pussy, go and get a season ticket, then come talk to me. Go and get a season ticket, then come talk to me.
I hear
you know what I'm saying? Come get a season. Go and get one. His card declined. Go and get a season ticket before you sit down and come talk to me about card declined. If you've never owned one, you don't even know how to acquire one. You don't even know
people say stuff like that. It's funny when people say stuff like that because you know what it is. I know that vlog he's talking about when you said that the card declined and all that. But I was at the Emirates on Tuesday and we were together. I saw you live in the flesh, bro. I've been like, there's certain things that people like. They say a lot of things. But you can go to the Emirates, you might see me. You go to the Emirates, you might see Street Tour. You go to Emirates, you might see Dan Potts. You might see, you know what I'm saying? You'll see Turkish. You'll see these people there. You'll see Robbie regardless. He's always there. You know what I'm saying? These people are there all the time. You know what I'm saying? So it's quite easy to say anything you want to say from a computer screen. You know what I'm saying? But man don't have to avoid a parade or avoid a Tuesday night or a Wednesday night or a Thursday night. You know what I'm saying? I think people just need to just like let people do what they're doing without having to now have to think about what happens because now you can't support your team in peace. You know what I'm saying? It don't make too much sense to me. It's all well and good saying anything from anywhere. You know what I'm saying? But you see, life has a funny way of making people come together or making people see. Life is not you don't want to start like going against the energies of the world, fam. Like you can't like you see me, I think like a lot of people should have just squashed things behind the scenes by now. Or tried to, or made an attempt to. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think. If there's like a neutral person that's around, they should have tried to have attempted to.
Brother, it's for life for that you, bro. It's for life.
No, I know that for you, but what I'm saying, you're at the ground, isn't it? So
yeah.
Like it's all well and good. Everyone's saying everything on a computer screen, but you're gonna have to. Like you're at the ground. And if he goes to the ground, you're going to have to address whatever you address there and then, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, are you going to be thinking, should I go to the ground today or should I not go to the ground today? Because the more you're not at the ground, is the more like people at the ground. People don't realize there's bare of us when we go to the ground.
It's mad.
Do you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of man there. There's a lot of people there. There's a lot of stuff going on. So,
you know what? Yeah. I think also a lot of people, I know a lot of people want to tune in for drama and, you know, I get it. It's entertaining. Do you get what I'm saying? But also have to realize there is offline and there's online. And do you know what? You was there with me on that Tuesday when we was confirmed champions, bro. Look at the love, man. Bro, yesterday, I couldn't have told you how many selfies I took with people that come up to me and like, Stricto, big up your thing. Bro, I'm locked into your channel. But bro, one dude here was so excited to see me. I didn't have nothing to say to him. I didn't have nothing to say to him. Like, man's telling me things I said a few years ago, word for word. I'm like, raw. I didn't have English.
No,
English.
You get bare love there.
English. Bro. So I know I'm doing something right. So I'm not worried about no pussy.
And you're ingrained in the Arsenal fan base culture. Like there's a like an Arsenal, because people can be ingrained in the Arsenal fan base culture online, but it's also very different to be ingrained in the Arsenal culture at the stadium. There's two different fan bases and ingrained.
Online,
yeah. So when we're doing it online as well, yeah, we're ingrained in this one. But when man's at the ground, don't think you're not making your own connections with people there. You know what I'm saying? Man are there, man. Yeah, you see these people every week, bro. Man are sitting next to the same people and seeing the same people all the time, but you get me? So I think people just need to just like not overthink. A computer screen, like unfortunately, a computer screen is not. You're not in front of a computer screen forever, fam. Like, at some point,
exactly.
you're gonna
go somewhere, innit? You're gonna go somewhere. Like I've been to Czech Republic. I was in Czech Republic in what's the capital there now? Flipping heck. I forgot the capital where we was at. I was there and a man recognized me in Czech Republic, bro. In what's the capital city now? Flipping heck. It's left my head.
Let me just Google it, man, before I say some madness and it's not even that.
my brain keeps going to Budapest. I know that's Hungary. Czech Republic.
Hungary. Prague.
Thank you very much. Prague. Yeah.
I could have done that. I could have done that and pretended that I did it on my own. But I did it. I gave it to you. I gave it to you. Still, I gave it to you.
Bro, I was going to the zoo in Prague with the kids. Yeah. I was going to the zoo in Prague.
Yeah, that sounds mad though. Before anyone says it, yeah, it sounds racist, but go on.
I was taking the kids out, yeah. Flipping, all I heard was Vimto. It sounded like my name, yeah. It sounded like my name. So I'm like, nah. But I kept hearing it like twice, 3, 4 times. Vimto. So I see like this car. Because you know, like obviously they drive different. They're on the opposite, like they drive the opposite way to us. So I'm crossing the road. So I'm looking. So obviously in England we look right in it, but over there you gotta look left. So I'm crossing, and the car just stopped. And there's the guy in the car saying, Vimto. Oh, what are you doing in Prague? like obviously Arsenal not playing. I'm with the family. I'm doing all of them things there. Hey, look, he's now taking his phone and he's showing me his phone like this. Oh, I watch you. And he's showing me, he's gone and laugh. Well, I'm assuming the history on his YouTube. And he's like, and I could see, literally, man was watching my thing. Picture, please, video, picture. Boom. Lined up. And when I got into the train, and I was thinking to myself, bro, you can meet anyone, anywhere, anytime.
Anywhere, bro.
Bruv, Prague, rude boy.
Yeah.
I've got no footprints in Prague.
Humbling.
I've got nothing in Prague, bro, other than the hotel room key. So, point I'm trying to say is, when man are doing all of this, just know. I know, listen, your man might be in Barcelona. Barcelona's easy. I've been to Barcelona on many, many occasions. Yeah. Just know one day you're gonna buck up with someone, and what you're gonna do then? What is that when you want to say sorry? Is that when you want to apologize for these words and the disrespect? Like, you might be on a train in China and you might buck up to man, think, raw. Life is life. Life moves at a pace. Life takes us different places all the time, G. Do you get what I'm saying? So when I'm hearing man doing all these online stuff and it's funny and it's getting you the views, and at first I didn't really clock that's what man was on getting on man's name and all of that stuff. I didn't really clock it because my brain's not really wired like that, because I wouldn't do that. So my brain don't think like that. But bro, imagine how small this, again, another example how small the world is. You know that Tuesday when we was confirmed champions. Let's believe I'm in the Caribbean shop by the Emirates getting a patty. I'm sat there trying to charge my phone because I'm doing a video thing, trying to edit. And I see one brother in there, and the guy saying, "Oh, that's my dad." I'm like, "Raw, that man's way too young to be this brother's dad." So I got up, I was like, "What? Is that your son?" He's like, "Yeah, man, that's my son, Stricto." He knew who I was, innit? So I was like, "Raw." And I said to his son was like a big man. So I said, bro, you don't know how lucky you are to have your dad to take you to games, to introduce you to football. But, bruv, do you know how mad this conversation turned? I'm not going to expose man's name, but I know if Andrew's watching this, man said to me, that's my neighbor. Northside is his neighbor.
This is what I'm saying.
Yeah. I said to man, is this is where he lives, innit? He said to me, fuck, Stricto, how'd you know that? I said, yeah, I know. Do you get what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, he's literally my neighbor. Man started telling me, he's like, bro, he's not like that. I said, I know he's not like that. That's what annoys me. He said he's not like, Andrew's a good kid. He said, Andrew's a good kid. Like, boom, I'm not going to disclose too much. But he said, Andrew's a good kid. Like, if he was to ever see you in real life, he could never chat to you like that. Even he was saying to me, when he's watching these videos, what Andrew's doing, he's like, that's not Andrew. Where is he getting with all this energy? Like, especially you, Stricto. It's not like you come online trying to be a bad man and even if that was the case, Andrew's the last person that would ever try to challenge the thing. I was like, boy, I don't know for him. So, point I'm trying to make is, I've been here long enough to know, yeah, anything can happen anytime. Like, bro, these were your next door neighbor.
It's mad.
He didn't tell me where you lived. He didn't tell me. Yeah. I didn't even ask him where you lived. When I said where you lived, it was like, rah, that's my road. I said, right.
That's mad. And the thing is as well, the worst thing is like,
how many man was out there that day?
Bro,
over 200,000 people was there that day.
Bro,
what are the chances that I'm going to be getting a patty that I'm going to buck up with his neighbors?
Yeah, that's nuts. That's nuts. And the thing is about it as well, like, you see me, like I hope, like, that, like, you, man, like, obviously, you, man, it's probably do it too far gone. But I just hope that it kind of slows down and just time's a healer and people just forget about all the time. That's what
I will never, bro. I swear to God.
But obviously I know this.
You know my angle with it, bro.
I know this. I know that because
you know my angle with it.
I know, bro. Like,
it's the death, bro. Was that you?
Yeah. Your thing is like, you're gonna have to see me and address it.
Yeah.
In the flesh, like, we're gonna have to deal with this scenario, innit? I get that, especially as it's not like a life or death thing either.
You know what's mad? I got his mom's phone number. I got his mom's number. That's how mad it is.
Yeah,
that's how mad it is. I'm here with it, bro.
Yeah, I hear that. Like, I think like I don't know, fam. Like, I feel like it's gone to a certain point now, and it's just like a situation where I just hope like man can just say, you know what, well, like man took it too far, and let's try and leave it there as much as we can. But the problem is it's the longer it goes on and the more people keep saying things, it just stays in your mind. Do you get it? What needs to happen is man needs to not talk about each other no more. And then it kind of just goes into the wind. But the problem is people stay talking about it, and it just builds up. And the issue is for him is like, I didn't know he was in Barcelona. You just told me that. No, I didn't know he was in Barcelona. I thought he was in England. I've always thought that. I've always thought I know Gunners in Marbella, but I've always thought they were in England. But I'm thinking, you're at the situation now where can you actually, if I was him, I'll be feeling like, unless I was really on what I'm on, can he really go to the game? Because he knows you're there. Are you really gonna go? Because you're gonna have to address it. So,
bro, I ain't even trying to govern what he can or what he can't do. Like, for instance, I didn't govern him starting all of this. I didn't govern that. Like, I didn't stop him. Like, I remember I was on a stream and Lee was trying to squash it. Lee was like, all right, if he stops talking about you, I said, nah, it don't work like that. Because I never told him to start talking about me. So who am I to stop him talking about me? Bro, you're a man. You do what you gotta do. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not upset at that. That's not my issue. I'm upset at one particular thing you said and you've kept on saying. And every time I've said I'm upset about that, and I've said, raw, you keep doing it. So therefore, at that point, you've let me know you don't care and you're standing on business. Cool. So all I've ever said, I've never threatened violence. I've never threatened violence on him. All I've said is, brother, just have to say it to me when you see me. I've never said do you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna dash my life away for him. But you're gonna have to, do you get what I'm saying, D? You're gonna have to like,
of course, bro, man.
you know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to be offline with it as well.
That's like, fam, it's funny because like I had a little back and forth with someone online before, and then like I say, life has a funny way of making you see people. Man, buck them. You know what I'm saying? Randomly with one of my bedrooms, one of his bedrooms, had to immediately address the scenario. So I get the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Man's no, but it's not like that. And so of course it's gonna be like that in the flesh when you're seeing man on the energy here and now. Of course that's what the situation is gonna be. You know what I'm saying? I just hope for me, for my sake, and for you, for your sake, personally, people that I'm close to. You know what I'm saying? That you can, you know what I'm saying, let bygones be bygones somehow. You know what I'm saying? He's put himself in a bit of a sticky situation because
I don't think he realizes how sticky it is.
I don't think so either.
And it goes back to what my guy was saying. Is like he don't have a clue about all these things, bro. He don't have a clue because even Gunner, for instance, yeah, like I don't particularly have a personal beef with him because stuff that he's done has been in the realms of like the football thing. Do you get what I'm saying? Like he hasn't overstepped with it. Like, all right, cool.
To you.
For me anyway.
Yeah.
He hasn't said a madness to me. But there's things he said which could be taken that way, but he hasn't said it out and out. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is his opinion. He has a thing with my opinion. That's cool. I can rock with that. I can go back and forth with that. Yeah. He's got sense to know. Like I said to him, like, this shit is public. Some things you can see online, like with the whole catch thing, where he's talking about he's gonna get people's children's addresses and school addresses and all that stuff. Bro, that's a heavy something to say online, you know.
Yeah, it's heavy still.
That is heavy. That is, you've got to be sure of who you are and the people you know to say things like that.
Yeah, 100.
You can't say it, especially when you got the platform that you have and the size of the audience that you have. Someone's gonna clip that. It's not like something you just said and it's in the background and no one cares. And you had to go and delete that, but it's already too late because you've said these things. So now you're self-governing yourself. You can't come to games now. No one's governing you. No one said, "Oh, when I catch you at the games," you're saying you're telling yourself, "I can't come to games." They ain't governed you. Them boys ain't told you, when we see you at the games, or when you see, no one ain't said that to you. But because of what you said is so heavy, and you've clocked how heavy it is now, you can't even come to support the team and the club that you love. That's what I'm saying with Northside. He don't realize, and he keeps doing these things. I can't stop him because who am I to stop him? Yeah, but like the start for him would be, you know what? I did make a video. You know what? I shouldn't have said this. I shouldn't have done this. I shouldn't have played with him because he don't even know me to play with him. That's the start of it. But you're still making videos to say, all right, cool. Like I said, I've got your mother's phone number. I could really be petty with it. I could really be petty with it. Like, but again, I'm not trying to dash too much into it. But until He comes out and says, yo, and you know the worst thing, D, yeah, is the fact he keeps blocking me. I can't lie, that gets under my skin.
Would you be blocking you? What are you talking about?
Bro, man called him. Soon as he clocked it was me, block. Instagram. Block.
Oh, bro, that's just what I'm saying, bro. Like,
and that's what I'm saying. I don't think he knows how sticky it is. It's like, yo, come on, G.
I think he does know, otherwise he would have been at
No, I don't think he does, bro. I don't think he does. And
he would have been at the parade.
Bro, dude, there's
no reason for him not to go to the parade.
I watched this video, yeah, and this is why I say I don't think he's an Arsenal fan. He said he didn't have the money when he was young to go to the parade. And now he's got the money. And if you watch the video, like I said, I've got this thing, I've got it in the chamber anyway. And I'm like, does he think the parade is a ticketed event? He's talking like there's a gate fee you have to pay to get into a parade.
No, you just gotta get your flight, bro.
Bro, get your flight.
Where's he from? What area is he from?
See, if I disclose that, he's not. All right, best way to put it. If you check, he's outside London.
He lives outside London.
He's outside London. He's outside London.
Far away, outside,
but north side of London, like, but not north of. He's not on North London now, but he's outside London, but slightly at the edge outside of North London, northwest. I'm saying it now, yeah. But when I watched that video, I realized he really don't know nothing. He really don't know shit. Going to a parade is not a ticket event, bro.
What video?
There's a video he made talking about the parade. You know, I get people sending me all this shit.
Yeah.
So I'm watching it, and he's talking about why the reasons why he's not going to the parade.
Okay.
And so he in one of the reasons he talks about when he was young back in the day, he couldn't really go to parade because his parents didn't have the money like that. And I was thinking to myself, what are you talking about? You hop the barrier, you head to Holloway Road or whichever station you get to. The parade is there. But how he's talking about it, he's talking about it like it's a ticket event. Like you need to have a season ticket or something to go to the parade. And that's at that point I was like, this brother's a bozo. Like you really don't know nothing about Arsenal. Like you are actually a Benfica fan. And when you Google Benfica, you realize Benfica is actually north. So maybe that north side thing is a Benfica thing. But for me anyway, bro, like there's a couple things he needs to do before he thinks this thing's online. That's what he thinks it is. He thinks I'm angry online, or he thinks he's upset me up online. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
No, but I know he's gonna have to address it. I feel like sometimes as a man, like I say, if you can like let time be a healer, then try to, innit? If you can't, then unfortunately he's just gonna have to address the scenario that you're in, because sometimes you just have to just be held accountable for what you do and what you say, and the consequences are what the consequences are. So unfortunately, it's just gonna have to just be what it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is at the end of the day.
Bro,
like, that's just how it goes. I get it. Like there's a lot of back and forth, a lot of stuff going on. So he's just gonna have to just deal with it, boy. You get me? I guess that's what it is.
Battle went as far as like play my music videos. Like I'm thinking,
swear down.
Yo, is this what we're doing? Is this what we're doing?
On stream or something? On stream or something?
Yeah, one of these. He's cooking me in it. One of those ones. You know?
that's quite funny.
One of them cooking ones still.
What's he saying?
This brother's is dead.
You
know one of them ones, bro. Like
rubbish rapper and all that type.
Yeah.
Generic stuff.
Yeah, generic stuff. Do you get me? Like again, And that's like, I don't really mind that, to be fair.
Yeah, that's
like,
funny though.
That is what it is. What it is. Do you get what I'm saying? But again,
was you breaking down your lyrics or what?
I didn't even see. But the thing is, yeah, anyone who hears me knows man's a bad boy lyricist, bro. Like, do you know what I'm saying? I'm living life encaged in these ice bricks, living life lifeless. Two-fist, fight this. You're toothless, you biteless. I shine no light, regardless. You demanded, I supplied it. Strix the artist in a sitcom, car sick. Thinking my time is now, maybe I passed it. See, my pops just passed, not in a car that he passed with. Past being passed, I just seen him in a casket. Can't believe I'm in denial. Moses in a basket. Past the moon, past where the scars, past where the stars is. Joy covers my wounds where my scars is. Time is a healer, I think. Time can be a bastard. Time can be that time that you didn't want to pop with. Hey, don't. Hey, don't. Bro, this shit is 12, 13 years old. You get me? Like,
it's a grade.
You know what I'm saying? So he's doing all of that. I'm thinking, all right, it's funny. Ha 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 ha. But what you trying to do here? Because what you doing here? Like,
you know what? Let me ask you. He should do another stream and say, what is his plan for the next step? Like, what's the next step now? Like, what's his plan? Because all of this online thing, okay, the online thing's been done, hasn't it? You've been saying things, he's been saying things. It's been going back and forth. We can keep doing that forever, but okay, I know what your plan is. When I see you, I'll address it. So I want to know what his next plan is, because you have to have a plan for all of this back and forth, and you get me? So you need to know what the plan is, but we can't just be saying anything and have no backup plan for the next step, boy. You get me?
Those who fail to plan fail.
Prepare to fail, you fail to prepare.
There you go. He might have a plan, innit? He might have a plan. He might wanna, I don't know, G. I don't know. You know, his families make people disappear and that. So that might be that. So let's look, you know. That's what man said to me. That's what man said to me.
That one there kills me. That one there kills me.
I don't know, G. I don't know.
Where we in Mexico?
I don't know, G. I don't know how deep the family is. But
me, man.
Do you get me? But anyway, listen. I feel like I put enough energy into this guy, but we need to wrap it.
Sometimes when you got a little guy back and forth on an online thing, you kind of just still got to vent and let it go, so you don't have to, especially when you're just chilling with him. Like, you see, like if we were behind the scenes and we were chilling at yard or something, man would have these conversations, innit?
Trust me.
So you might just sometimes you just gotta just have a little vent and just now you just got it off your chest, just go about your business, bro. This is like a diary session. I should call it diary session.
Diaries, yeah.
Yeah, man should call it. Man's got the Arsenal
therapies.
Yeah, therapy session or something. That's what it needs to be called.
Therapy with Arsenal.
You know what I'm saying? The Arsenal therapy.
So yeah, man, that's really it. Like I said, bro. Obviously, the season's coming to an end. Obviously, it's come to an end now. Trying to push World Cup content next.
I challenge Musa to give you a redirect.
Bro, I challenge him to come England, bro. That's my challenge, bro. I'd even pay for the flight, bro. I challenge you, bro. I challenge you to come England. I challenge you to come to Arsenal. I even get your ticket.
I won't come Arsenal.
Do you know what I'm saying?
He could have gone to the parade. He's not gonna do that.
Why do you think you don't want to come parade, bro?
You have to address all the things you've been saying, innit?
There's a million people there. You might not necessarily see me.
Nah, life don't work like that, bro. Life is too. That's why I didn't go to the parade. I'll go to the parade. I'm gonna end up seeing people that man's not supposed to see, bro. I just know that. You know what I'm saying? That's how life is. If you got your mindset is meant to, and your feeling is meant to.
But remember,
your intuition doesn't lie. Remember,
I'm not bringing harm to him. You know, I keep saying. I have to feel like I keep saying this online.
No, I get that. No, I know this. I'm saying it's never gonna be a thing, a physical and all this type of stuff. But the fact of the matter, you still have to address what you said, and depending on your response will depend on my response. You understand? That's the big thing. That's the main thing. The main thing is, are you prepared for how prepared you were online?
Yeah, perfectly put. Perfectly put. Are you as prepared? Do you have an escape key? Do you have a do you have a Apple Q control quick button? Or
control alt delete.
could you have all of them things offline?
That's what I'm saying. Like there's a lot of stuff that you gotta fathom. Like you see me, I go to the games, I go places, and I'm trying to keep myself out of trouble. You know what I'm saying? So I'm preparing to stay away from certain scenarios. You can't be out here online saying anything.
Do you have incognito? I probably got incognito.
You know what would have been a bad boy thing he done? Do you know what would have been a bad boy for him if he had done this? And I would have rated him high. If he puts out a vlog of him at the parade, I would have said he's a bad boy.
Yeah.
I would have said this boy is gangster. If he puts out a vlog of him being at the parade, he has beat you in the online war for life. I would say he's gangster. If Northside puts out a live, not live actually, it doesn't have to be live, a parade vlog like what you put out, what like Hugh Wizzy, big up Hugh Wizzy, go watch him as well. What Hugh Wizzy put up and all of that, I would say he's gangster.
But that's part of it. That's what I don't think it's just me. I think, bro, he's genuinely.
It's not.
I think he's genuinely shook. Because remember, yeah, his whole like gimmick is twerking for rival fans.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of people that have something to say to him still.
Yeah, his whole thing is twerking for rival fans. Yeah.
Do you know what? I didn't say this before.
Go on.
When we were there on Tuesday and me and you was there, whatever, and when obviously there's a lot of people coming up talking about that this show, Northside Downpots coming to us saying, yo, big up you, man, big up that bare people, you know what I'm saying? Especially you. But a lot of people attach you and Northside's little beef online, and there's a lot of conversations about it. I don't think he probably realizes how many people like kind of talk about this scenario in a certain way. You get it? I think they kind of underestimate that. He'd probably have to address a lot of things to a lot of people, thinking that it might just be you or one other, because Dan Potts ain't gonna save him at the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, Gunner's not gonna save you at the game. All these guys are not gonna save you. So it's probably best. If I was him, I'll just reach out and just say, fam, why are you taking it so personally? Like, that's what he should do as a grown man. He might not, because he probably doesn't care enough, but he should just try and squash it ahead of time.
He could never come Emirates, bro. I'm confident. I'm certain that he's again, from the details that I know of this guy, that's not him. Drama is nothing. Do you get what I'm saying? Rightfully so. You shouldn't really entertain drama. Rightfully so. However, drama that you start and drama that you continue, there is no control alt quick in real life, especially when you've made it outside of those realms of online.
No facts.
And there's a lot of man that want. I know for a fact there's a lot of man that want to do Gunner harm.
Yeah.
When I see this brother have his head bouncing off lampposts.
Yeah.
I've heard it.
100%.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I've heard it. Like, and it's man them as well. So put it however you want to look at it.
Yeah, it's kind
again,
of
that's what again, I don't condone it. Let me put it there. I said it to the man them as well. Listen, but I can't stop people doing what they feel like they want to do. That's on them. And I think these men know. Because, bro, if you have these high standards that you keep talking about, I see someone tweeted saying me and you was like Saliba and Gabby on this route.
Yeah.
But if you hold the club to this high standards that you do, I just don't understand why you're not trying to come to this parade and celebrate.
I'll be real.
Like them the most, D. Them the most.
Should have been at the parade.
All this standard talk and I remember first one in 22 years of the league.
They had 2 weeks as well, because we won the league a week and a half
on
before.
Tuesday.
We won the league a week and a half before. You had 2 weeks. You had 2 weeks.
Thank you very much for making my point.
You had 2 weeks.
You had 2 weeks to say, yeah, you know what? I'm coming to the parade. I want to see the team. I want to be amongst, because I am an Arsenal fan.
Yeah, facts, 100%.
I'm not trying to hear no excuse of, I don't want to be around BO, a million people smelling a BO. Huh? Man, the other man talking about uh listen, I don't want the truth is I don't want to see my ex-girlfriend. What?
Yeah, that's wild.
What make it make sense for me a second. You've got an ex-girlfriend who you don't want to see, but yet you're online talking crud about Arsenal and the fan base. Arsenal win, but your ex-girlfriend's desire to see you trumps your desire to see the team you claim and profess that you love so highly, and it gets you so irate that you end up dissing people and their mothers and all that kind of stuff. So you don't want to come and do it. Remember fake tears, doing up fake tears of we did it, granddad.
Yeah, I saw your stream on that one. I saw your stream on that still.
Granddad, we did it. Surely.
No, the parade wasn't easy. The parade wasn't easy. It was an easy alley-oop there still. It's an easy alley-oop, man. Man's not saying you have to get tickets to every game. It's not easy to get tickets, but it's easy to come to the parade.
Easy to come London. Bruv. Ticket from Barcelona to London, when I checked, was £87 return. This is what I'm saying. And this is why, yeah, I will forever stay on these man's neck. This whole parade issue, yeah, has made all of that standard talk go out the window for them, man. You can't have that talk no more. You're gonna have your rivals again. Like I said, his gimmick and his market is the rival fans. Like when you go through his comments, oh, congratulations, Northside, you deserve it. No Arsenal fan saying congratulations, you deserve it. You're gonna hear congratulations, we did it.
We deserve it, yeah, we did it, man. Facts.
The fact everything's centered just to you. Those are your fan base. That's your subscribers, and I've got no issue with you doing it that way. Do what they say, get as you live. Yeah, that's how you're getting it. Cool, but just know there's a flip side to that. Like the flip side I get, because my fan base are Arsenal fans, so I get flip side with rival fans. Liverpool fans, I get it with them, but that's my cross to bear. Your cross to bear is your Arsenal fan, so that means you're betting against your own interest. You can't actually, and again, I'm not saying no one's going to cause you harm, but within yourself, you've spoken too much. You can't come to the games.
It's quite as simple as that. It is really as simple as that. But that's the thing. It's quite as simple as you're always going to have to look over your shoulder off. Like, the fact is, they're going to have to address people at the games, isn't it? Like, the parade is probably the worst place to come because there's a lot of, like,
maniacs,
bare goons there, bro. It's just bare black roadmen. Like, let's just call it what it was. There was a whole heap of road youths there. So that's probably the worst place to kind of go. From Tuesday all the way up, it's probably the worst time to come there. Because what you don't see on the cameras is who's off camera. There's bare balaclavas and ski masks and all bare of that. So it's probably best not to go to that.
That's what I'm saying. You shouldn't be trying to entertain the drama, but as far as I'm concerned, bro, is done for that segment, bro. Like, your content on Arsenal, even, bro, it's funny. Can you share screen? Can you do screen share this?
Yeah.
Can you go on Gunner's
If I can remember how to do this, yeah, go on.
Bro, they're killing him.
On Gunner's what?
On his video, on his live. The comments. Oh, you've turned into a mutant. You was once one of my favorite Arsenal. Bruv, they're killing him. They're killing him. They've all his fan base have turned on him. I was reading it. I started to feel a little bit sorry for him, bro. Hold on. Let me see.
Which one though?
Let me see. Hold on.
I think he's live now.
What's his name again? League or not there.
He's got a couple, though, hasn't he? He's got like a reaction one or something. Something like that. Gonna react or something. He's live now.
Is he live now? Yeah. Where's live? Where's the
Him,
last live?
Kenny, Ken, Southern Gunnar, and Jez. The last live.
Yeah, we lost. Okay, we lost sadly. I think it's that one. I was reading. Did you see it? So if you go to the live, yeah, he's getting.
I can't see that one. You might be on his other
Go,
channel.
go on his live. Go on his live. Yeah, the list of lives. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on it. Yeah, with the girl.
Yeah, it said we lost sadly. That's the title of it.
Yeah, with the girl. He's with a girl, isn't it?
He's with a girl. Yeah. Read those comments there, bro.
One sec. Let me. You see it?
Have you shared it?
Yeah, you should be able to see it.
Hold on. Oh, okay, yeah, I can see it's loading. What? Look at that. What happened to bro? They're killing him, bro. His core base, like, I'm sure that like what happened to standards? What happened to football is all about trophies, bro. They're killing him. Yeah. Come on, man. This isn't a standards channel anymore. Lee's turned into an absolute mutant. This is the same guy calling Arteta out for years and years. The manager, the standards have dropped dramatically. Lee's been starved so long, he's lost his standards. The fuck is happening here? He's calling him Havertz instead of 29. And now suddenly football isn't about winning trophies. He's turned into the agreeable simp when a girl is near. Bro.
Yeah. Bro. A lot, guys.
And then you see comments by members. So members that actually pay for his channel. Lee has lost his standards. And this is it. Once you've cornered yourself, so hard into one corner, you don't allow breathing space or breathing room for flexibility. Remember, we've always said their biggest fear is to get called a flip-flop. That's their biggest fear. So they stand strong on the hill. They're willing to die on a certain hill. But where Lee messed up here is when he cried, because then he has to follow through. When he done that stream where he was crying that we got to the Champions League final and when we won the league. Yeah. And it's at that point when he cried, I don't know how genuine, it's all fake to me, if I'm being honest with you. Because remember, he's never been in this position since he's been online. None of us have as Arsenal fans.
Yeah. Facts.
Like I've never been online and Arsenal win a league. So especially those guys that are so etched one way. So there's not really a manual on how to play it. There's not really a manual on how to manage this situation right now.
Navigate this.
To navigate through this. Like, how do I navigate being a staunch Arteta route and staunch anti-Arsenal fan base that now when Arsenal do not win FA Cup, bro, win the league.
Yeah, it's hard.
Where do I stand now?
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to figure out your place in the YouTube world right now. It's tough. And it's the first navigation.
The first mistake he made, he messed up by doing the whole crying thing. He messed up doing the whole crying thing. He messed up saying give Arteta all of this stuff. He messed up there. So now he can't really go back, because then if he goes back, he makes them tears look fake. But he can't really move. Like now he's trying to move forward. He's getting all the backlash from people that are like, bro, you used to call us mutants. You used to call them man mutants. Now you're the mutant. Yeah, now he's getting backlash. Do you get what I'm saying? Your gimmick is officially over, you bellend. Like he's getting it. I was reading, I was like, these are the guys that patronize him, patronize his channel, his merch. Bro, what the fuck? You're top gooner. Are they paying him?
It's a bad position to be in, man.
It's terrible,
no
fam.
matter what you say, everyone's moving like, yeah, but you said this. Yeah, but you said that. So no matter what, it's hard to. Now they got this new thing where they're saying, "Oh, no one can tell me not to support, not to celebrate Arsenal. This is what I've wanted," and that. No one can tell you not to support Arsenal, but people, you're still gonna hear it though.
Mm-hmm. I'm right.
No, yeah, no one can stop you supporting Arsenal. No one can do that, but you're always gonna hear. But you said this. But you said that. So it's like,
And the same way you're saying, you can't stop us saying it. I mean, let's. I don't even want to go back to the Andrew brother. Yeah, he made a video saying he's exposing me. Stricto wasn't Arteta. I laughed. I was like, how can you expose me? Like, what we doing here? Them videos are out in the open on big AFTV and on my channel. They're not hidden. What are you exposing me? What is that? How can you expose something that is open light? You're literally contradicting the word expose.
Something that doesn't need exposing is mad.
Do you know what I'm saying? It's there. I talk about it. On here, I've said many times, I never wanted Arteta. Many times I've said it on here.
Bare times.
Bare times. And I also said when I changed my tune was when he got rid of Aubameyang.
Bare times. Bare times.
I didn't need the glory. Now, I understand people, some people, when the facts change, you change your mind. But I'm saying is, I could see what he was doing and I changed my mind. And ever since, I've been stuck with the manager. I've been supporting the manager. I've backed the manager. Now, the facts might change in the future where I'm like, do you know what? F this guy. That's just how facts work and how feelings work as well. Do you get what I'm trying to say? But what I don't do is back myself into one corner. You're hearing me saying it now with my own mouth. If the facts do change, I might be like, you know what? Fuck Arteta. Get him out of this club. But I'm in a reasonable position where I could see us making progress year in, year out, year in. These progresses are tangible. You can actually hold them in your hands. An FA Cup, now a Premier League. We've been competing. This is stuff that we've asked for. This has been a bare minimum. When we was in the gutter, we've said, just compete, challenge, get us top 4. We've crossed that boundary now. Now we're on the next thing now. You said yourself, D, retain the title. There's no harm in that. That's not unreasonable because we see how reasonable it is because we can win the title. So it's not unreasonable. But what is unreasonable is wanting everything just like that without a process. Cake. But again, I make my example with cake. Turn it on the oven. Don't bake your cake. You still got freaking get the eggs. You still got to get the milk. You still got to get the powder, icing. Can't just turn on the oven and expect the cake to be in there. So, bro, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. But, bro, we've gone an hour over. We've given them 2 shows.
Yeah, come on, man. Sometimes it gets like that, bro. Sometimes we missed up last week. Like you see, like we was all in the vibe of partying and parading up the place. We missed up, so we have to just give you that double time, man. Sometimes it's just we're not used to winning the league. You know what I'm saying? We got to adapt. We got to adapt as well.
We got to adapt. This is new to us.
Sometimes you got to touch grass. Like sometimes you got to touch grass, fam. Like you got to be outside and go and enjoy the vibes. There's nothing like the vibes in person. You get me? It's all good on here and getting streaming numbers, but there's no energy like being outside and everyone celebrating, having a good time, bro. Trust me. When I went there Tuesday, it was a madness. I couldn't believe what was going on. And the parade, and the people have been parading for 2 weeks, so
non-stop.
Big up everyone, bro. Big up Stricto every time he's been outside, he's been vlogging, he's been doing his thing. Make sure you go and watch, follow Stricto Strict.
We're nearly at 10K,
Yes, big up, man. You've been putting the work in, bro. You've
been
grafting, innit?
I said this season, I'm going to try focus more on the channel, not just here and there, but give it more full-time attention. And I think we're like, let me see the numbers. Hold on, let me see the numbers. Big up all of you lot, man, as well. Yeah, we're like 11 away. 11.
And I think what you do as well, I don't think people realize how hard it is to film when you're out. Because I watch your vlogs all the time. Obviously, man, supporting, but I watch them for enjoyment purposes as well. Obviously, I didn't go to this parade for my own personal reasons, but I'm watching you. I'm halfway through your one at the minute. You get me? And I just had to come here. So I'm gonna watch the rest of it later. I'm gonna watch it. I don't think people realize that when you're out to film yourself, people looking at you. When I saw your look at the beginning, you're at the train station. It's a ram. Yeah, and you're there, your arms around two people, like your arms, there's like three people in front of you, your arms up there, they're in the way there, you're like that. There's a girl behind you looking, trying to hide from the camera. There's a guy, it's hard work, bro. Like people don't want to be, it's hard,
bro. I swear, yeah, I was saying yesterday, yeah, I've never been so grateful for being tall, fam. Because some of them shots, yeah, you can't get if you're not a certain height or at least having long arms, bro. Like my arms longer than whatever. So big up, my bro. I know you've always been supporting, man. Like you show, man, hella love. Do you get what I'm saying? So we're nearly at the 10K. Obviously, people, you gotta show FamZone TV love as well. It's listen,
come on, man. It's his family, bro.
It's family, bro. So you gotta show him love as well. If you sub to me, you gotta sub to him, bro. Yeah, it works that way. You know, it works that way. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like that. So yeah, sub definitely get to FamZone TV. You already know what these like. I think your cousin's on there as well, isn't it?
Yeah, my cousin's on there doing his Liverpool thing.
Liverpool thing. So you're getting obviously the flavor.
We've been winning the league, so I've been outside celebrating. You know what I'm saying? I'm not angry about slot out and all that. So
you took his chain, bro.
Yeah,
his chain. His chain.
And no, I sold it. I don't want that. I don't want.
There you go. That shit got moved on quick.
Yeah, I don't want that, bro. I don't want that.
Quick.
Foolishness. But yeah, man, big up strict toast shit. That's my broski. We'll be back next Monday, 7 p.m. the Arsenal way. You know our thing. You know how we do. I'll let strict toast. And make sure you go and watch his vlog for the parade. Go and watch his vlog for the parade. It's out right now. He's just released it yesterday or today.
This morning, I think, yeah.
This morning. So make sure you go watch that. You'll get to see how the parade was behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? They don't show on TV. They don't show this stuff on TV. You know what I'm saying? So let's straight talk. Do the exit.
Like, share, subscribe to both channels. Hit the hype just before you leave. If you can do that for us, whatever it is that these other YouTubers tell you to do,
but do it for us. See you next Monday, 7 p.m. sharp.